How many children will you have in your lifetime? Let's find out. Take a look on your mercury mount. Okay, it's under your pinky finger. And we will read this mount from this side to this side, like this one. Okay, and if this line formed here, okay, as you can see here, here's a one line, and one line means one kid. But when? This is the main question. If this line formed here, so it means you will have your first child in your early years. But if this line formed here, then you have to wait for a while, because you will have your first child, and probably you can get your first child after the age of 30, or sometimes 35. So you have to wait. Now take a look on second hand. Here you can see here are two lines on this mount. It means you will have two kids. But when? This is the main question. So here you can see, and as I said, we read this sign, or you can say mount, from this side to this side, like this. And as you can see here, here are two lines that formed on that direction. So it means you will have your first two kids in your early years. But let me tell you one thing. If you have one line and it divided into two branches like this, okay, like this, then you probably have twins. Yes, there could be a chance of twins. So if you have this kind of line, let me know in the comments. And now take a look on this mount. Here are three lines on this mount. It's a possibility of three kids. But let me tell you one thing here, and it is very important. If you have one line, then there is no line. And when you have two separate lines like this, and there is gap between these two lines, then you have to wait for your second children, because you will have first child in your early years, but you have to wait for second child. Then you have to wait for your second child, because you will get your first child in your early years, but for the second child you have to wait, because this gap between lines will make a gap between two kids. In other words, if you have lines like this, means if you have big gap between two lines, then you will have children, but there could be a 5 to 6 year difference between those children. So this is the possibility that you can read from your mercury mount. And how many lines do you have on your mercury mount? Let me know in the comments. If you have any question, want to ask personally, you can contact me on Instagram, link in the description. Do follow there, ask whatever you want. But please keep this in mind, palmistry is not 100% accurate. Some people believe in this, some don't. It depends on you. So always remember that. So if you like this video, please share with your friends. We will meet in the next video. Sign out. Bye bye.